I'm going to read out a couple of puns just to get you warmed up. Feel free to groan or laugh as you see fit. And then once I feel that you're all warmed up, we're going to bring on your first fantastic act. Here we go. Couple of ideas I've had for TV shows. I've written a TV show about Twitter. Cast is massive though. Got 140 characters. I've also written another TV show called The Pottery Apprentice, where the winner gets fired. Originally, Pun Run was an idea I had as a one-off show because I write a lot of puns on Twitter, but I can't tell them in my set because people hate me. So I wrote a whole bunch and then I said, right, I'm going to do a night where myself and I'll get a bunch of my comedian friends who have puns that they can't tell on stage either, and we'll just vent them and get them out of our system. And I thought it was just going to be a night where just comedians came and we just had a little venting session and that would be it. And it sold out. And then afterwards everyone came up to me and said, when's the next one on? And I said, oh, I'll book one. And that was about 2 years ago and we've been going ever since. I've started a new business where I hold microphones above people's heads. Business is booming. My friend's a kleptomaniac. He lost his job at Disneyland. I think he was taking the mickey. I think it's because there aren't really any pun-based comedy shows. To my knowledge, in the UK, we're the only pun-based comedy night. And also, if you've got permission to laugh at puns, you can really enjoy them. It's when you get them and you don't want them that they're kind of like, oh no, I don't want that. It's like, when you feel forced to laugh at your dad's joke over dinner. But if you're in the pun mood, then it works well. So I think it gives everyone a chance to feel a little bit, laugh at something a little bit guilty pleasure sort of thing. We've got 8 amazing acts. We've only got about 50 minutes, so we're going to go storming through them. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've got the energy because last week I think some of them didn't realise how exhausting puns are. Yeah, we had 3 of the tallest people I know in comedy.
All right, everybody.
Which were Luke Benson, Darren Walsh and Leo Kearse, who are incredible. In fact, Leo Kearse and Darren Walsh are doing a pun-based show together, just the two of them, called Attella the Pun, which is just a beautiful name for a show. We also had Frimston and Rowett and Thunderbards, so 2 amazing sketch acts.
We are Thunderbards, and so we figured we'd start off by telling you a bit about ourselves. So I'm Glenn Moore, and I recently lost a high-powered court case battle against a popular fabric softener. I fought Lenore, and Lenore won.
With some really cool pun material. We had Frankie Brickman, who's just 16 years old now. When I saw him, he was 15, doing puns, and it's nice being able to get him on at a venue where he's allowed in, because normally you have to be over 18 in pubs.
So I was walking along the street with a bottle of whiskey and a bottle of vodka when it started to rain, and that really dampened my spirits.
Also we had John Luke Roberts, who's incredible. As you've seen, he can do an amazing amount of puns in a very short amount of time.
I like big butts, but I can lie. And when I say big butts, I mean large caveats.
Do you have a certain affiliation for it personally? Are you a serial punner?
I used to be. I've found that since running Pun Run, it gets vented a lot now, so I don't actually have that many between the Pun Run nights. So I used to turn everything into puns, and I still do a little bit, but I'm not as bad as I used to be. But I found that people do it to me now a lot. So on my Facebook timeline is always just full of pictures of pun-based things and all that. So it's quite funny, especially as my normal stand-up. I don't really do that many puns. So I've kind of got this alter ego now where I'm a normal stand-up and on the side I do puns.
A set all about alcohol. Can it be done? Well, I know it's a bit whiskey. But hey, don't worry, I'll give it a shot. Hey, I'll tell you now, there's no half measures with this set.
I love that it gets mixed reactions. I've got 2. One of them is, I used to think that an ocean of orange soda actually existed, but that was just a fantasy. I did do them tonight because they're my favourites. And this one, which is, oh, this anti-gravity car is driving me up the wall. It's so lame. It's so lame, but I love it.